Hey, Toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Buck Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the first possession of the game. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
Off play action. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Getting some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
He'll bring it back. It's Hamilton. Touchdown tie! The special teams with a special moment. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Set to advance on the football. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss.
Running toward the tape. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
looking to go up top on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Alabama's offense will take the field for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Quick completion on the out route. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to run this quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this run rate. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Running the option, it's Maddox. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job of getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And now on 1st down after converting with the run. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Coaches practice red zone more than ever, especially defensively. You know you're going to give up yards. You know they're going to pile it up like crazy now with spread and with tempo. What a great job the last 2 plays by this defense, stopping the passing attack and getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Flips it out in the flat. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he...
And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Dances away. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see it. significant gap developed between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Got the back over the middle. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? He slings it deep to the left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick. All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Makes it past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Rebels will punt this one away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Finds his man. It's Young. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Then he breaks into the open. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
All right, David, as someone that loves defense and sound defense, how would you evaluate their job fitting them?
To quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Defense is about making the ball go where you want it to go. Like guys doing their job and fitting it to the second level player correctly. That was a clinic tape on what not to do.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. It's complete on the right side. He could not get it in. They were going for two to try to push this out to a field goal lead, but they'll stay on top by just one. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to throw on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First down for this offense. Running the option. It's Maddox. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Maddox. Fires to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And he splits the the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the run of easy throws.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Off play action on first down. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the grab at the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense likely to lead on the run to milk this clock. The give and tick, 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 tick. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Setting up the screen. Just steamrolling the defense. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a losing team. They just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.